I forgot, but, I forgot, and I pressed the button, and then I got scared and force quit, and, yeah. Hi, welcome to the podcast. I'm Joycelyn, your player one, and today, Indie House, we've got This Game is Self-Aware by Lukas Krew, and it's an interactive visual novel. The premise is what happens when you grant your characters self-awareness. As it turns out, a lot of fun, complaining, meta references, and a whole load of shenanigans, and maybe even a sprinkle of romance? Mess around with our disgruntled hero in this irreverent and cheeky take on pop culture, chock full of references and fourth wall demolition. Try to navigate through every possibility and grab all 10 achievements. And there's a content warning for Doki Doki Literature Club. If you know what that game is, then you'll understand. But it has it has flashing visuals, lights, blood. It's basically a horror game. If you don't know what Doki Doki Literature Club is, I would just look up the trigger warnings for that game and apply them to this game, because there is an ending or like an option in this game that turns this game into Doki Doki Literature Club. There's a warning on that option, like it's not like sudden or anything like that. Like you have to choose to go in that route, as far as I know. But it is there. Just fair warning. This game is free, available on itch.io for Windows, Mac, browser, and Linux. I played for exactly 6 minutes and 7 seconds. Because, like I said before, there is that button for Doki Doki Literature Club. I forgot, but I forgot, and I pressed the button, and then I got scared and force quit, and yeah, I'm afraid to reopen this game, but I can still review it because that option is pretty like in the middle of the game, I would say. Like that's probably like an ending of the game, the Doki Doki ending or whatever. So we'll just say that I got the Doki Doki ending. And the gameplay is very simple, just clicking. It's a visual novel. I play a lot of visual novels. It's probably one of the most simple ones. It's literally just clicking. Some of the text moves on its own and stuff, just based on like how the game is going. Like some of the narrator text gets cut off by the main character, and like it just happens on its own. So I do recommend reading, like if you can read quickly for when those happen. Like I mean, you can't really control it, so like if it cuts off, it cuts off, and it's kind of meant to cut off anyway, so you're not really missing out if you don't get to read everything. All of the options that you need to see and all of the text that you need to see and read and like understand stays on the screen until you're ready for it to go away. There is only one character design, and it is the main hero character of the game. He's not really a hero, I don't think, but he's the only character in this game, like that's on screen visual wise. There are other characters off screen, like the narrator, the fourth wall person or whatever, like, and then like there's like agents and stuff or something. Like there's other characters in this game, but they don't ever show up. Like there's only one character design. It's just the main character. The font changes for the narrator, and it's specifically referenced by the main hero character of the game that the font is different. which I thought was kind of funny. And then also, it's very clear that everything is in this game on purpose, which is, I thought that was cool. I guess that kind of contributes to story elements and stuff, but like visually, everything is there for a reason, and everything is not there for a reason, you know? Music, for me, there was no sound, no music, no sound, no voiceover, no nothing, no sound whatsoever. But the main character, mentions the narrator's voice, and there are sliders for sound in the settings. So I think my game was probably broken. I don't know why it was broken. I actually attempted to play this on browser because I didn't really want to download it, and it didn't work. So I downloaded it for my Mac, and then that happened. So I don't know. Maybe it was just broken for me or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, no sound whatsoever for me. But I believe that this game does have sound, so I'm not sure what was up with that. I think, like, story-wise, the concept of this game is really, really cool. It's almost like the game inside of a game within a game concept too, for me, where it could be anything. And there's like pop culture references, gaming culture references throughout this game. Like the whole Doki Doki ending is a gaming reference in and of itself, because Doki Doki is like another visual novel type game, where it kind of does become self-aware, and it becomes a horror game because of that. Like, it feels like a dating sim throughout the game. If you've never played Doki Doki, you would have no idea what I'm talking about. It's the game with all the like anime girl characters or whatever. But yeah, like, this game just has a lot of references to other things. It has like a lot of meta things within it because of the concept, like which is why I think it's really cool. And there doesn't have to be a story if you don't want there to be a story. You can basically do whatever you want in this game, which I think is really cool. But I also refuse to open this game again. Like, I completely uninstalled it. I refuse to open this game again after what I saw. I will never play this game again. There's nothing wrong with the game. It's just me. It's a me thing. But yeah, I can't do that again. I refuse. But it's a cool game. My favorite part is definitely like the concept overall. I think all of the writing is also really, really witty and very funny. I kind of wish that there wasn't the Doki Doki option, but that's just me personally. Like, I think it makes sense to have that in this game, and I think it's a really cool reference. But I don't like. It scared me. My least favorite part is that I literally just have like a slant face and scary written down here. So, like, I mean, yeah, I think that kind of explains itself. But yeah, I do recommend this game, even though I will never open this game ever again in my life, and I will never finish this game. I do recommend this game, and if you don't like Doki Doki, then just don't press the button for it. Don't be like me. I don't even know why I pressed the button. I think I might have done it on accident, or I just didn't really think. Like, I thought maybe I thought that there would be like a confirmation screen after the Doki Doki thing, because it had like a warning on it and stuff. I think maybe that would be a good thing to implement into the game. Maybe. Just for me, but so you can reconsider whether or not you want that. But yeah, if you don't like Doki Doki, don't press the Doki Doki button. It starts immediately after you press the button, literally. But I do think that the meta, like, self-aware game thing is really cool. I think that that's kind of a creepy concept on its own. So, like, I don't really know if the Doki Doki thing is completely necessary, but it's there and it's not bad. Like, it makes sense. But yeah, I guess my final rating for this game is Self-Aware by Lukas Krew is an 8 tokens out of 10. Congratulations, Lukas Krew. Thank you guys for joining me on this episode of Indie House. Be sure to rate the episode and let me know your thoughts. I've got a Discord server called Indie House Official, which would be a great place to give your feedback and talk to me, my collaborators, or other listeners of the show. If you have any indie game suggestions, feel free to comment below or hit me up at indiehouse_pod on Twitter or Instagram using the hashtag IndieHouseGaming. And if you would like to support the podcast and get some cool extra content, you can find the Patreon in the card. Catch us next week on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. See y'all on the next level. Bye!